to Sure is Good. I'm your host, Cindy Cooper, and this is Robbie. Hello, co-host. Welcome to Sure is Good. Welcome back if you're not new. Today we want to do a live because we come on live every Wednesday at 5:30. So we wanted to talk about the different oils that are good to eat versus the oils that are not good to eat. Which is, to be honest, and most people don't know this, but you can actually do your own research the same way I found out. You can find out too, which is YouTube. You can look up videos about it, and there's a lot of videos on it, and then you can also Google search yourself as well. So we want to talk about how really the two only healthy oils that you can really eat, the ones that are really healthy to consume, would be avocado oil to cook with, and was it olive oil when you don't cook it. So the reason why we wanted to talk about it, because I feel like it's an important topic to know that most of the oils that we consume with our food, whether you're frying stuff up, deep frying, or just putting oil in your food, like if you're baking, the oils that you use are what's causing a lot of people to have like premature like balding or skin issues. I know that I had a lot of skin issues growing up from eating fried foods and any kind of like baked goods that had oil in it, because the oil that's most used in baked goods and stuff like that is what is it, corn oil or vegetable oil, canola oil. Yeah, corn oil, canola oil, but vegetable oil is the most popular. um Vegetable oil, especially when you're frying things in it, oh, it's extremely toxic. All three of those oils I just mentioned are very toxic. But like I said, vegetable oil is the most commonly used. And that one, people make French fries, everything in that. And you can look this up. I'm not sure. I've never tried this part, but I've heard like the how poisonous the oil gets from frying up potatoes to make French fries, or potato chips. That that oil turns so toxic. Obviously, it turns to a carcinogen, but it also turns so toxic and like robust in a certain way that you can actually use it as car oil. Don't do it. I'm not telling you to do it, but that's what I heard. Whether you research on it or not, I don't care. But that's what I heard. I think that's pretty nasty. How like an oil can become so potent for even like a car to use after being cooked with potatoes and like other fried foods as well. So that's crazy, and that's like one of the reasons why it causes people, especially a lot of French fries, it causes people baldness, like premature balding, because the oil just gets so toxic. And then you're eating the foods that are cooked in that oil, and the foods become toxic because of the vegetable oil. So I don't really fry too many things. I'll use oil when I bake, but I stick to avocado oil. Every now and then, if I'm like out of avocado oil, I might use olive oil or maybe what is it called, coconut oil. But I usually just use avocado oil if I use oil. And I'm gonna show you what I have here. All oils is avocado oil. Avocado oil also does not have much of a flavor. It's pretty thick, but doesn't have flavor. You can cook with this, and it does not change in its properties, its nutrients. Everything remains the same, and it is very healthy to cook with. It can, it's good in high temperatures, so you can deep fry this and everything, and it won't have your food tasting like avocado or anything. This is my extra virgin olive oil. Everything, as you can see, that I use is in a glass bottle. This is coconut oil that is almost gone, but this coconut oil. Um, and I do that because I'm not trying to use anything in plastic bottles. I'm trying to eliminate the plastic as much as possible. Now with the olive oil, you want to not cook with this. Like I said, occasionally I might cook with it, but it turns to a saturated fat, and that can cause like heart disease or put a lot of weight on people. So I don't usually cook with olive oil, but every now and then I might. But the olive oil is best when you're putting it on top of like salad or bread, anything where you don't have to cook the olive oil. So olive oil is very, very healthy, very healthy, if you're not cooking it. So you can use in your food while it's still cold pressed, uncooked. And before I move on to another oil, I'm going to show you guys what you can do, different things you can do with this oil that can even be good for your skin and hair and stuff like that. Do you want to have anything to say about oils?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Ms. Fox. Okay, so I am a major cook with olive oil. And I know that olive oil is not something you're supposed to heat. Olive oil is not something that's even like best for pouring over heated foods, but I do enjoy the flavor that cooked foods get from olive oil. Olive oil does have a taste, and it does add a certain, it adds a certain something to foods. So that's why I cook with olive oil. But olive oil is definitely something that you should not cook with. You can actually make a fantastic salad dressing with olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, and a lot of things that Robbie said, I definitely agree with. The other oils that she uses are definitely good choices for oils. I do fry, I do deep fry and fry because I don't cook just for myself. And I do use, if you're going to fry things, and you want to, they do have more heart healthy. Like Weston has a heart healthy oil for frying. So I would say if you're going to fry with anything, look for things that tell you that they're heart healthy or they have better properties. Do your research, and definitely look at the bottles. I know we don't always, reading labels doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like people think that, if you read a label, okay, now you're good to go. But if you read a label and you don't understand, what's written on the label, there's really no point in reading the label, right? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, monosodium glutamate, like what is that? Tetracycline. I mean, all of these colors, point 0.2, point 0.4, if you don't know that those are, straight um, pen ink, that they're using for dyes and colors, the point of reading it is it doesn't even make any sense, right? So I'm not going to say read the ingredients, but at the same time, I am going to say, there's simple things on there that tell you heart healthy, and when you look up things and you use YouTube, as Robbie likes to refer to, using YouTube, they can go into more explanations. Like different people have other, explanations and reasons behind what should be used, what shouldn't be used, and if you want to do additional research.
Yeah, or simple Google. If you can Google their articles, you can find, or Google can give you some answers to some things. But she also uses peanut oil occasionally to like deep fry, right?
No, no, I use vegetable oil. I try to stay away from canola oil, but I do use a vegetable oil to fry. Um, that's pretty much what I use.
And no seed oils. Seed oils I heard are really, really, really bad. I don't use seed oils. See, I think seed oils was kind of a new thing. I don't think that was really a thing for when I was growing up. But show you something that I do with my oils when I'm not eating them. I also use them on my skin. Really, just if I can find the bottle. Hold on. Here we go. I'm going to. I don't want to. I have this wrapped up in a tissue because I want the oil all over the place. All right, I'm gonna put this right here. I have this bottle with this twisty top. Getting twisted up and down. I'm gonna keep it closed right now. I'm gonna open it up. And this is what I do for my hair, my scalp, and my hair. I'll take olive oil and I'll put it a little bit. I don't use any measurements for this. I just, yeah, you guys can see that. Okay. Pour a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of avocado oil. And what this does, it makes like a really thick, like kind of rich mixture that I put on my scalp. and on my hair. And it just hydrates my scalp and hair. And I really just looking about to see how much I'm pouring. I don't know which cap belongs to which thing. Okay, no. This one belongs here. This one belongs here. And then my coconut oil is it's kind of melted, but this is kind of big. I'm not gonna put any coconut oil in here right now. Sometimes I use coconut oil. I used to use it a lot, but now this bottle is so messy. It's so oily. Castor oil. Castor oil you can take like medicinally, I'll say orally, because castor oil, if you use this with some warm water, just 1 tablespoon with warm water, I've heard you can use that as like a laxative. I've tried it before. It tastes so bad, and I think it worked as a laxative. But I like to use it in my hair. I like Jamaican black castor oil in my hair, and I want to use more of this than anything. Castor oil is very thick. It's thick, especially Jamaican black castor oil, and it will leave your hair very, very greasy, very oily. I have black people hair, so afro hair, so I need moisture regardless of like um if this comes off. I just sleep with a t-shirt on my pillow, so I mess my pillow up. And this is what I do: shake it up, the 3 oils. A lot of times I usually just like use black castor oil by itself with um probably with like essential oil, because black Jamaican black castor oil stinks. Regular castor oil, just regular organic castor oil, doesn't smell bad to me. And that's what I do. I open the bottle and I'll just put it through my hair and scalp like this, directly on my scalp, and I'll rub it in and massage it in my scalp. And that way I hydrate my scalp. My hair grows pretty well. And that's what I'll do, like that. So not only when you buy like the good stuff, the healthy stuff, the real stuff, you can use it on your skin, and it's healthy for your skin. Oil should not be used on your skin in the summertime, maybe in the winter, but not in the skin. Not in the summertime.
Not as a substitute for
For like lotion or something.
lotion, not for a substitute for suntan lotion. Do not use any oil. Do not use any oil. Find
my hands and
they have uh different. I mean, you have to do your research, because as they're finding out now that suntan lotion, the conventional suntan lotions that are out are are toxic.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen and sunblock, suntan lotion, all of them, they're toxic. So now they are, it's always changing, right? So now they are suggesting that we use black shea butter.
Yeah,
there's actually a shea butter that is for it's a substitute for sun. It's a sunblock shea butter. So you want to look for a shea butter that's used for tanning,
yeah.
or for blocking, like that has a sunblock in it.
Yeah, I use organic, like raw shea butter year round. Well, no, no, whipped. I like whipped shea butter because then it's easier to like gather up and put on my skin. Um, yeah, I use that year round, summertime, all summer long, and in the wintertime for shea butter. But yeah, this is like I said, avocado oil, castor oil, and olive oil. And that's what I'll do for my skin. And those are the things I eat. I don't consume castor oil like that, like at all. Like I said, it's really good for more of like a laxative, which I don't really need. So
And so it's vitamin E.
yeah, so but castor oil is excellent for your skin, especially your hair, your scalp. And I heard it's good like if you do have like tummy issues, then you can use castor oil for like castor oil packs on your stomach, and you just leave it on your stomach for a few hours or overnight. On the outside, obviously, and then in the morning, your stomach issue should be cleared up. I've never done that before, but that's what I've heard. That's our few things about oil. I think there was something else. Did you want to say anything else? I think there's something else I wanted to say about oil.
No, just make sure whenever you use it, like she's doing, like she's um wrapping it up in tissue.
Yeah, because I
But
gotta take it back
oils
home
are
with me.
very, they get to be very messy. So just wipe the bottles off really good. Um, and just again, don't ever use don't use any kind of oil on your skin in hot weather, right? You don't want to go out there and
Yeah,
sunbathe and with
with
oils in
oil on
there,
your
because you're
skin.
literally just gonna
Don't
fry
do that.
yourself up. You're gonna fry it
Yeah.
like a rotisserie chicken out
Mhm.
there, and it's that's how we get
Sunburn.
sunburns,
Yeah.
cancers, and stuff like that. You just don't want to do that. So keep
Yeah.
your oils. um, so again, know your different oils, like food oils are for food, and uh, there are food oils like um, olive
Avocado,
oil,
avocado
avocado
oil,
oil.
olive oil.
Those are
Yeah, those are
like
the
those are
best.
two oils that you can also use on your skin.
Yeah, yeah. So you can consume them, you can eat them, and they're best. Or you can use them on your skin. They're very safe, and it's
Use
good
them
for
on
you.
your feet. If you got those hard cracks, use them on your feet.
Yeah, so it's good for your hair. If you got like more afro hair or hair that needs a lot of hydration, then they're good for your hair. Scalp, all that good stuff, and it's good for you. It's really healthy for you. Rather than you're not gonna put like what's it called? Vegetable oil. You're not gonna put that on your skin, and we really shouldn't even
Absolutely
be
not.
eating that. So certain things are like healthy to eat and consume are also healthy for the outside of your body as well. Good for the inside and the outside. Just keep that in mind. If it's
Right.
not good for the inside, then usually it's not good for the outside.
So one thing I want to also say is, my last thing that I'm going to say about olive oil. Olive oil has a certain water content. So olive oil, when you're using olive oil, um, either you're gonna if you're gonna like cook with olive oil, don't cook anything that has a water content in it, because it's not gonna fry. It's gonna become sauteed. Like if you're using, like I use frozen vegetables, my vegetables are always gonna saute if I add olive oil. If I want to just kind of like fry them up a little bit, then I'm gonna have to use a vegetable oil. Um, Olive oil is not good for you like, don't fry meats in it, and do not use olive oil if you're trying to fry eggs. Some things that it's just not good. Just do not use olive oil if you're gonna fry eggs, or just like potatoes or something like that. You're not frying in olive oil. You use olive oil as like more of a base and a flavoring, not so much for frying, right? You can
Yeah.
use it like to be like a non-stick. If you want to like keep your stuff from just sticking, you can use, like for meats, you can use like olive oil to keep it from sticking. Olive oil is excellent if you're making a steak. Excellent for making a steak. The flavor really comes out in a steak when you're making a steak with olive oil. But outside of that, other things, you don't want to really try to fry things, the eggs. Like, I'm not frying no eggs. I'm not, making any French fries. I'm not doing anything that has to be deep fried. Things that, like I said, just basically you want to like crisp up a little bit, or you want to just, you know, like cook without like a frying. You want to cook in a frying pan without like really frying it. Then you want to use olive oil. If you're gonna fry something, you're gonna use your vegetable oil.
I would
Don't
say
ever fry
avocado oil.
anything with butter. Butter is That's what we were talking about. Butter is cream based, and it should never be used for frying because it will burn. Butter will burn, and then if you can also use margarine. Like if you're making eggs, if you're gonna fry up some eggs, you can use either oil, like a vegetable oil, or you can use margarine. Margarine is good for, it's another substitute for keeping things from sticking to your pots, which is also where olive oil comes in also. You're not also not making things like corn muffins. You know, when you have to grease the pan and flour the pan, you're not using olive oil as a non-stick method for anything like that either. Because corn muffins with olive oil is not it. It's not it. Um, so just, watch those things that, save the olive oil for meats, and use it cold for salads. Keep that in mind, and you'll do just fine.
Okay, so everything she just said that you cannot use olive oil for, you can use avocado oil for. You can use avocado for anything and everything cooked. You can use it for things that are not cooked, so you can use it for salads as well. Avocado oil is the way to go for cooking and making dressing, salads, all that good stuff, because it does not change in its nutrients, its properties. It does not turn into saturated fat. It will not give you cancer to cook with or anything. So avocado oil is the best thing, and the flavor, it doesn't have a flavor when you use it. Like, you're not gonna taste avocado. It's not gonna taste like anything. I've baked with it plenty of times. Sweet things, savory things. I've deep fried stuff in it. You don't taste anything. You don't. It doesn't have flavor, any particular flavor. But olive oil does, which is why you got to be really specific how you use it, because olive oil will have your food tasting kind of weird. With
If
certain
you put it with
things.
the wrong thing, that's
Yeah,
right. Keep it with the
it'll taste
meat.
really weird. But olive oil, sorry, avocado oil will not. Avocado oil will keep the whatever flavor you want. You'll only taste whatever flavor you actually want. It doesn't add any type of weird flavor to it. All right, and that's our video for today. Anything else?
No. So like, subscribe. Always watch our videos to the end, and check out our store, aliveandthrive.store.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description so you guys can see it and see what you like. All right.
See you next Wednesday, 5:30 p.m.
All right. Bye.